Today on the channel, we got a true unsolved mystery with the Figura Obscura Jersey Devil.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Figura Obscura unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're entering the world of the cryptid creatures with the Jersey Devil. But for all your Jersey Devil needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. Not sure if they still got any Jersey Devils in stock, but they got the new Figura Obscuras, and they get all the Mythic Legion stuff over there at Jay's, so make sure you're checking them out for all your Mythic Legion, Cosmic Legion, Figura Obscura needs. How about that? And how about the way we're going to do this unboxing? We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And in another lifetime, another world, Todd McFarlane from the couch, I would be a cryptid hunter. Yes! I would be hunting the cryptid creatures. I love it ever since I was a little kid. I want to say I was in like first or second grade watching the Sci-Fi Channel in the summers when you're home alone as a kid back then. Your parents were working, you'd just be flipping through the channels. And then there was this show called In Search Of, and it starred Leonard Nimoy, Spock in another lifetime. Is that what he does? West Side? Is it something like that? Is that what he give you some of that maybe? Maybe the peace sign? I don't know. He lived long and prospers. Is that what it is? A little V, it's like the Vader. Either way, but Leonard Nimoy had In Search Of, which talked a lot about cryptid creatures, ghosts and stuff. Obviously, unsolved mysteries. Old Robert Stack had stuff about that. Caught little Kyle's attention and never let go. Many different shows on the History Channel, Discovery, all that kind of stuff, where they're hunting the cryptid creatures. That's what I want out of my life. I just never felt how to put two and two together where I could make money doing that. And I've never went on a hunt, but I'm here for it. If somebody wants to go on a Bigfoot hunt, invite me out. I'll come. I'll bring the whole film crew. Todd from the couch will come. It'll be a great time. But I always love the cryptid creatures. I love the fear of the unknown. I love that there might be something more out there than what we see each and every day. Oh, there's a deer. There's a raccoon. There's a possum, an opossum. And I'm not talking about George Jones. But you see some of these animals around every single day, and it's just, yeah, it is what it is. But then every once in a while, there's something you see, and you're like, what could that have been? What is it? Is it a UFO in the sky? Is it a beast-like creature, the Bigfoot, the Boggy Creek monster, a skunk ape, a swamp ape? Is it the Loch Ness monster? Is it Champ? There's so many different cryptid creatures. Most of them probably aren't there. There might be a little bit to it, but it could be an overgrown something or another. But man, oh man, does it capture my imagination to this day. And it just really sucks in this AI world. Yeah, I just talked about this on my podcast not too long ago. So check out more cryptid talk on the Kyle Peterson Show podcast. But in this AI world, now we're going to question everything. And for years, it was like, why does everybody have a grainy camera? There's never a shot of it. It's always a terrible picture or whatever. And now it's going to be like, oh, that's AI if somebody actually finds it. It's just terrible after all these years. But I did hear somebody sum it up one time is, you get a lot of pictures of car accidents and you get a lot of pictures of cars, but you very rarely ever get a picture of the car accident as it happens. You got the pictures after, but not when it happened. You don't see a lot of pictures of that. And that's kind of the cryptid creatures. You get them in movement, or you get them running away, or just a piece of them or something, or it's blurry or whatever, because you rarely ever get it right on. So I always kind of believe that in the back of my head too. But that's a little bit of just story time with Kyle, I guess is what we'll call it here. But that leads us to the Figura Obscura from the Legion's crew here. This one came out in the fall of 2025, and for whatever reason, put it on the bottom of a pile, never got around to it, which is very disappointing because I did unbox that, was that Mouse King, Rat King already? I skipped a Figura Obscura, and this plays the hits. The Mouse King's creepy to me. This is what I want in my Figura Obscuras. And I think this is hopefully the start of them making more cryptid creatures. Can we get a big Loch Ness monster? Could we get a Bigfoot? And we got some loose collector Bigfoots coming to the channel very soon, Todd McFarlane. Can't wait to dive into those. Need some bear wolves, need some dogmen. We need all that kind of stuff. Give me all the cryptid creatures, but I want them to be kind of gnarly, a little bit horror. I don't want them like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cryptid creatures where, oh, there's old jokey Bigfoot. I don't want any of that business. I want the scariness of the cryptid creatures. And we get that here with the Figura Obscura for the Jersey Devil. Now, the Jersey Devil, a very famous cryptid creature going back to the 1800s, 1700s, whatever it was, living out there in those pine barrens. Was it like Leeds or something? They even named a hockey team after it there. And that's playing your hits right there, Todd McFarlane. But the Jersey Devil is a very famous one. Is it a bat? Is it like a horse-headed kid? Like this lady, maybe she was a witch, maybe she wasn't. She gives birth to this cryptid creature and it like screams and yells at the doctor and the lady and flies up through the smokestack in the house off into the Pine Barrens to live the rest of its life. I don't know. I have a hard time believing this one. If there wasn't that story with it where this lady gave birth to it and all that kind of stuff, if it wasn't for that story, I'd believe it a lot more. That just seems a little bit crazy to me, but you never know what's going on in this day and age. You just never know. You never know what's possible. But this is a very famous one. I would say as far as North America goes, one of the more famous cryptid stories. So a good start here in the Horsemen from being out in that side of the world. They probably hear about it a little bit more than maybe I do here living in the Midwest. Now, 20 minutes for me, 25 minutes. What is miles? What is time? There's a very famous cryptid story of the Van Meter visitor. And we're not talking about the heater from Van Meter. We're not talking about Bob Feller. We're talking about the visitor. And you can look up that story if you want to. But maybe the horsemen out there, they might want to adapt that one in. They could. So who knows? But enough me jibber jabbering. I should be saving this stuff for my podcast. That's where people go for that kind of stuff. They don't necessarily come here. I hear it a lot. Kyle, stop talking, just get to the figure. They don't want to talk about the packaging. They don't want to give the love to the packaging artists like I like to. They don't like to talk about twist ties, Todd McFarlane, which I do. I like to count the twist ties. I like the whole process. But a lot of people say, I want to see the figures and I only want to see your hands, Kyle. I don't want to see your face. I want to see the hands, Kyle. You got those hands that I want to see. There's a lot of people want me to get in the hand modeling game, and I'm not quite there yet. Maybe when my looks leave me, that's when I'll do it. Who knows? But there it is, Jersey Devil. Now, this isn't what I imagined the Jersey Devil. This looks like a horseman, not a minotaur, not a centaur, a horseman with wings, it looks like to me. Jersey Devil right there. Those beautiful pine barrens in the house. There you go. And then we got a story time with the Jersey Devil. I am not going to read all this to you. Nobody wants me to read it all. I'd love to read it, but I know everybody'd say, oh, why are you reading all that? Blah, blah, blah. Is what it is. But we do get this. The power of magnets compel us. This just magnetized to the package. Pretty cool. But you get the Pine Barrens here. Little display action if you want to. Pretty darn cool. Now, I don't use this. Takes a ton of room. I don't use it. But if this is an ancillary collection, you got one little shelf for him. Pretty cool piece of business if you ask me. So I do always appreciate stuff like that. And then we got right here. Uh-oh. Better open it up. We got that tape at the top. But we do got him inside the box here, if you can see that. Very dark inside that box, but it is the Jersey Devil. Oh, the devil from Jersey. And I always thought the devil came from Georgia. That's what Charlie Daniels told me, but apparently he did not. He came from somewhere else, Jersey. Ooh, still got some of that smell going on. We got all kinds of stuff. We got screws. Oh my gosh, we got 2 screws loose, Todd McFarlane. Look at this. This looks like a creepy monster is what it looks like to me. We got the second head here. This one means business. Going to take all this offline, get it out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Jersey Devil. All right, let's dive into this Jersey Devil and see what's going on. I did notice out of the packaging, the background in here is pretty cool. A map of New Jersey, which I might take this with me next time I go to like Legion Con or something. And yeah, I've never been to Legion Con, but if I ever go, I'll take this map. Maybe I'll find my way around. Head over to Point Pleasant, of course. Look through the Pine Barrens, see if I can figure out. But it does got some stuff about the Jersey Devil. So kudos to the Legion team. Beautiful packaging on this one here. Now, we do get this stand. We've seen this before. We saw this just with that Rat King, or Mouse King, not too long ago. And I guess this guy being really tall, skinny, and then he had these huge wings, you probably need one of these doll stands for him. So appreciate that. A very interesting 70s caramel brown color with that one. Pure the Figura Obscura, we always get these little books. Gives you the origins, give you some history of this kind of stuff. We've seen this over and over and over with the Figura Obscuras. We get some different looks of what the Jersey Devil is supposed to look like if you come across it out there in the old Pine Barrens. But always appreciate these little things. Nice little throw-ins, part of the value there. But now diving into this guy, let's start with the extra hands. We got the maniacal hands. He's keeping those hands for me. I want my Jersey Devil to be as scary as possible. But if you need to, we got some gripping hands here so we can grip some of his weapons. And I don't know if anybody's ever been attacked by the Jersey Devil with weapons, but you never know. You never know. But diving into those said weapons, it looks like he takes the bones of the fallen believers and puts them to use here. He's got a big old mandible, Todd McFarlane. Big old jawbone here, still got the teeth on it. But he put some wrappings on here for to get a good handle. It's like your baseball bat. You want to get a little extra grip on there. Maybe a little pine tar. I'd be careful, George Brett. But maybe. But we got this like a club, I guess we'll call this one. And then we do got a big old leg bone here, a big old femur bone or something like that. But once again, all wrapped up here so we can get a good handle on it when he clocks you over the head. And it's crazy. You know, if a Jersey Devil attacked you, you'd be like, I'm expecting to be eaten or clawed to death or ripped to shreds. Nope, he just clubbed me over the head with a club, and that was all she wrote. I'd be a little bit offended if that was me. I want to go out the right way. I want to be blood and guts everywhere. Like, man, what happened to Kyle? That's what I want. And then we do get this skull. I guess this is some of that too, maybe. Looks like the skull can be used for a head if you want to. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the Jersey Devil skull, but a little throw in there if you need to. Add that to your skull pile if you need to as well. Now we do get a tail here. It is a bendy wire tail. Very fitting on the end. You got the three kind of prong, like the devil's like pitchfork, you know, so you kind of have that in the tail. Furry tail as well, but it is a bendable. It does plug into his butt. I tried to stick it in there. It fell right out, so I might have to heat it up. No, it's the other way. If you want to lube it up, no, never mind, Todd. But you're going to have to heat this up maybe to get that in there real nice and tight. But I do appreciate the bendy wire on it. I always like the bendy wire. Works out well for him here. The hits keep on coming. How about some wings here? And I haven't seen any wings since the TV show in the 90s back then. What's old the Hackett brothers up to? But we got some wings here, a little bit of translucent plastic on the end, sharp points on it. I could see this plastic getting brittle and breaking over the years. This guy falls off top of your shelf. This hits the floor just the right way. This will break off on you, so be careful. That does plug into the back there with the wings. You do got a little articulation in them. Got some spikes as well. On brand for the Jersey Devil. You can't be the Jersey Devil without some wings. He's always flapping around, flying around, as we know. But now we got the Devil here. Now, the Devil, a little bit bigger than I picture him. Now, choose your own Jersey Devil adventure. I think of it as just like a little like mini goat type thing with wings is almost what I think of it. This is like a full-on beast is what it looks like, which if you're going to go action figure, you might as well go big or go home, I guess. But he is a big, big like demon horseman is what it looks like to me. Now, the fun thing about this is customizers, especially the Legion bunch, you can make this into whatever you want. There's millions, a plethora, dare I say, of heads you can move over and mix up and put into this guy. I could see people doing that, of course. So there is some options with this if you want to. Now, I'm not sure. Have we seen this body before? I'm sure we have. I'm sure this isn't brand new, is it? But it is a big, long, and lean body right here. And it does look very nice for what it's going for. You do got the big hooves on the bottom as well. That's another hallmark of the Jersey Devil. But before we get too deep into it, I guess let's go through the heads on this one. Now, you got the big furry mane all over the place up here. And then you get the horse head going on. But it's like a horse slash almost like a pig, like a razorback pig or something. You got the tusks on the side. Of course, you have to have those fiery red eyes. He's the devil after all. And then you got the big horns up here, really fitting that devil theme. Now, sticks way out in the head design there, as you can see, but it does go all the way down. So depending how you want him to be in your collection, you got some options there. But pretty menacing, but also a little bit subdued. But the second head, the head I'll be using here, is the one with the big teeth, the angry open mouth, screaming and yelling. If you're displaying this Jersey Devil, how could you not use this head? This is the head for him. Sign me up for that. I am here for this. This is the scary nightmare fuel that I want out of my Jersey Devil. So that's the plan for that. I'll be using that head. But diving into the body here, all kind of a darkish midnight blue, black on the body. This Jersey Devil, though, works out. He's putting abs in, putting that overtime abs work in every single day. Looking pretty good there. Got the veins throughout the arms. Long, limbering arms here. Very creepy. Very nightmare fuel. You got the hairy diaper on him down here. He grew this himself. He's got hair all over the place here. Hair on down to the legs, all the way down to the hooves, sculpted in there, looking very good. A little bit wobbly, a little bit loose on the legs, I will say, down here, but an interesting one. He does got the hole in the back way up high here. That is where those wings will attach to. And then you got the tail down here. So you got to attach a lot of things to this guy, as we can see. There is no hole in his foot, so he's not going to fit on any kind of stand outside of this doll stand, so make note of that as well. Head removable, back force, side to side. Head comes off very easy for him if you want him to. Arms very tight. Gonna probably hit this with a hairdryer for a little bit. Arms do go around, side to side, single jointed elbow, hands back force, side to side. You do get the dumbbell joint in the waist, up, down, back force, side to side. Splits, kinda. There we go. Got those Jersey Devil splits as he's flying through the air. The Pine Barrens, back and forth, side to side. A little bit up front. The diaper does move out of the way. I'm not sure what this sack is down here. What do you think this sack is? What is this, Todd? Come over here. You're the expert on the sacks. Check this out. I don't know what's going on in there. Got that going on. Got double jointed pinless knees, very tight. Not going to tempt fate here today. You do get the boot cut ankles up top, and then you got a lower ankle up down low as well for this bad boy. So quite the figure, and he is a big, big figure as well. There's some height to this guy. He is bigger than I imagine the Jersey Devil to be, but that's the fun thing about any cryptid creature. It's kind of, what does your mind say it is? You hear sightings, you hear these TV shows and all that kind of stuff, but when you close your eyes, as you do every night before you go to sleep, especially if you're living in New Jersey, you're like, oh, I hope that Jersey Devil, tonight's not the night he comes to my house and gets me. That's probably what happens to every Jersey resident. If anybody's from Jersey, shout it out. Let me know your thoughts on the Jersey Devil, and if you've ever been scared of it when you were a kid or anything like that. But most people are probably scared of it, and they think of it as being a bigger monster than it actually is. Now, me, I have said in this video, I think of it as a little creature, but here, obviously, the horsemen, they represent it as a big, monstrous creature, which, if I'm ever going to come across one, I want it to be like this. I want it to be extra scary. I want to just be like, oh, I had a good run. That's what I want. If I saw the little one, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not really scared of that, but boy, it's cool to see. That's just me. But there it is. That's the Jersey Devil. A lot of jibber jabber in this unboxing, Todd. I wouldn't have it any other way. It's my channel after all. I'm going to do it how I want to. There it is. But there it is. That is the Jersey Devil Figura Obscura. Be interested to hear your thoughts on this one. Be interested to see when they re-release this with a new paint job of what they decide to do. I could see them doing this like a tan color maybe. And we'll see what happens. And I'd be also interested to see what else we get from other cryptid creatures from Figura Obscura. There's a lot of fun ones they could do. I hope they do dive deeper into this in the future. We'll see what happens later this year. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Plenty of stuff to keep you busy over there and your best way to support the channel. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, Kyle Peterson Show, available every single Tuesday where podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. So for the Jersey Devil, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?